only last week we spoke about this. This is a quick segue away from Invictus Games, but we spoke about this because Hello Magazine reported a friend of Harry who said that it was very important to him. One of his main priorities is to have security in the UK so he can bring back his children and Meghan to the UK. I just want to get your quick thoughts on that, because it's almost like sending a message to the King and to Britain that he doesn't feel safe to bring back his kids and Meghan to the UK. And I'll tell you what, just briefly, I think it almost felt like a bit like blackmail, kind of saying if I don't get my security, then you will never see, King, you will never see your grandchildren, or the country will never see the family come back to the UK unless I get my security.
Well, if he says that, then he's stupid. And I feel very sorry for our King, because he doesn't get to see his grandchildren, which is sad. But if he came to England with his children, Meghan and his children, they would be looked after. I mean, they wouldn't have personal security, but they would be in the bubble. They'd be in the circle. Wherever he went, there'd be people looking after the King and the Queen and other members of the royal family. It's whether or not he can square it with his brother is the main thing. If he could, if that ever got healed, then maybe everything would be possible. But at the moment, it just seems that William and Catherine and Harry and Meghan just can't get on. I feel sorry for the King, really, not seeing his grandchildren, and that's unfair. But look, Meghan does it her way, and Harry seems to fall in with that. And that's how it's going to be, I think, until there's a complete change of heart. And whether that happens or not, I don't know. Whether Harry ever comes back to this country, we'll never know. I mean, it's up to him. And whether Meghan could ever come back here, I don't know.
Well, quickly back to the Invictus Games then in Canada. Yeah. As I say, it's a dual event. It's going to be in Vancouver, then it's also going to have a winter sport event up in Whistler in the ski resort. But what are we expecting? We've both been to these before. What kind of things are we expecting? I'm assuming Harry will probably do an interview maybe with a local broadcaster. Do you think there will be that this kind of event would improve his reputation in any way? Are there any dangers or pitfalls that could befall the couple?
I don't think so. I think Harry's very wise now when he does interviews. I think he doesn't get too controversial. But I went to Whistler with Harry before when he was a young lad and William, and I remember William being all the girls going crazy for William, screaming for William, and Harry taking the mickey out of his brother. That's what I remember about Whistler very carefully. But no, I think look. He's very wise now, Harry. When he gives interviews, he's not going to be controversial, and he's going to really try and talk about those troops, those injured servicemen that are doing their best, competing against each other and having a really brilliant time. And I think when he's with them, he becomes one of them again, and he's really, he talks their language. He just ex-serviceman himself. He would, I think, he will enjoy himself. And hopefully good pictures come out of it.
Yeah, it's all about the pictures.
It is about the pictures, I'm afraid, yeah.
It's also going to be Valentine's Day while they're there.
Oh, that's
you know this? So I'm imagining if Meghan does go, there will be some kind of Valentine event that the couple might attend.
Let's hope Harry doesn't forget and send her a card.